Liverpool versus Arsenal really was going to be one of those games that potentially could have decided where it is that the title goes. Remember, Liverpool might not be in the title hunt, but Arsenal are leading the Premier League, but they also have a fixture coming up against Manchester City, who are the closest title rivals. And so Arsenal knew a good result in this game would mean that they would be one step closer to that elusive title, which has been eluding them really for nearly 2 decades at this point. What happened instead was a 2-2 result, which could have actually been a 3-2 result if Mohamed Salah had not missed that all-important penalty kick. Now, even without that, now remember, for Liverpool, really, there's not much in the way of stakes for this season. Their season appears pretty much all but over at this point, whether it be in terms of a title tilt or even in the rare chance that they can make a run towards the top 4. But for Arsenal, this was a massive blow because the gap now is quite frankly down. And previously they had 5 points to go with an extra game in hand, but now it's just down further because they couldn't get those 3 points. So what this does is put a bit of pressure on them going into their last 8 games of the Premier League season. And it might seem like 8 games is not a lot, take it 1 game at a time and you're good, but as I said, easier said than done, and there's some tricky fixtures in there for the Gunners to get past, including, as I said, one against Manchester City. Now, the main reason why it was so important to highlight these games. Now, first off, their next 4 games will see them take on West Ham away. That's an easy enough fixture considering West Ham are currently in a relegation dogfight. Southampton at home, another easy fixture for the Gunners because Southampton are not just in a relegation fight, they're rooted to the last of the table and 4 points off of safety. But Manchester City, that is the key fixture of the lot. Man City and away from home. Not an easy fixture in the best of times, but if you're taking them on at the Etihad, makes it very hard. Chelsea at home, I get a lot of people might make a joke and say that that's a very easy fixture, but still a London derby, and even a Chelsea who have nothing to play for could very well decide the course of the title. In recent years, they have had a history of doing that they'll go on to beat one team and the other team ends up winning the title. So that's 2 fixtures after 2, that's 2 tough fixtures, let's say, after 2 very easy fixtures. The next 4, even there, it's not that simple, especially when you consider that the matches against Newcastle and Brighton come after games against City and Chelsea. Newcastle are away from home, and Newcastle, truth be told, are very much a force to be reckoned with, and they have plenty to play for. They know a win here will take them closer to that all-important top 4 slot, whereas Brighton have a bit of a reputation of being giant killers and can beat absolutely any team on the day. These 2 are the big banana peel fixtures as far as, Arsenal are concerned, because after that, Nottingham away seems a bit unlikely in terms of being too tricky a fixture, whereas Wolves at home would in theory be the easiest fixture that they have, and that too is on the last day. Although if things end up going down to the wire, Wolves at home might turn out to be a very decisive fixture. But the reason why this loss or this draw will feel like a loss is because it is not just, of course, 2 points drop, but if they had managed to keep this get this win here, which by the way they look favorites to do for a good chunk of the match, they had done that, they would have maintained the gap that was there between them and Arsenal, which would have been at 5 points once City's extra game was done with. 5 points with 8 games to go is not the best of gaps, but it's at least still a sizable gap. However, if it does come down lower than that, and it does seem like it would, considering City too would be wanting to get wins on the board, then this match may very well be seen as something of a turning point in the title hunt, because Liverpool away, Arsenal have always had a torrid record. It could have been extended further because they could have actually lost here. That they didn't is credit not just to Mohamed Salah missing that penalty, but also Aaron Ramsdale getting some very important saves in. However, still might not be enough, and if they do actually end up going on to lose out on the title, then I think Arsenal fans will point to this one as being the rather decisive fixture where the tide really started to turn. That's how I feel about it. What do you guys think? You can let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell icon, leave us a comment, follow us on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, and don't forget to download the AajTak app. Plus, you're already on the channel, well, go ahead and check out some other videos that we've done. For now though, from my side, goodbye.